And the big question on everyone's mind, is it safe to go to the Dominican right now?
So many are wondering that. Our consumer investigator Hank Winchester has been talking with a local couple who are really too afraid to travel, and that has a lot of people asking questions on how do they handle things if they made plans already.
Right. If you've already booked that trip and now you're hearing all this news, you're probably thinking, what do I do now? Well, right now there remains a travel advisory. It's at level 2. Level 1 means practice normal precaution. Level 2, increase caution. 3, reconsider travel, and 4, don't go there no matter what. Well, one local couple was very concerned. They needed our help in the battle with an airline. The stories have been terrifying. Autopsy reports for travelers who made their way to the Dominican Republic: heart attack, septic shock, pneumonia. Tourists traveling to the tropical destination never coming back.
And we got kids and grandkids. We don't want to go over there and not come home. Yeah. Because nobody that didn't come home thought they weren't coming home.
The Dominican Republic's tourism minister blames the media for the scare, but the death toll now in the double digits. Are these deaths connected? Some became ill after eating or consuming drinks from the hotel minibar, but it's still unclear what's causing the sharp increase in tourists dying after visiting the Dominican. A spokesperson for the foreign ministry says several of the deaths were reported to be a heart attack, which officials say is the most common cause of death for Americans on vacation.
You can't deny it anymore.
Lauren and Terry McGee from Highland Park are celebrating their 29th anniversary in August.
For so long, I wasn't able to travel because I had a kidney transplant 8 years ago. Because she stood by me. I owe her this.
But when almost 50 tourists got sick at the same resort they were scheduled to stay at, the McGees wanted to pull the plug on their trip, hoping to go somewhere else. Working with their travel agent, they got their money back from the resort, but without travel insurance on their flight, they were running into big problems. Unable to get their cash back, they knew we could help.
But $400 for working people is not $4, you know, and for you to keep it with all this going on is highly insensitive. I couldn't think of anything else, and I'm like, help me, Hank.
So far, United, Delta, and Southwest Airlines all working with customers who want to cancel their flights. The McGees were booked on American and say they were getting nowhere. So we called the airline. American responded right away, saying they're working with the McGees personally and are working with other customers on a case-by-case basis. So what can you do if you have a trip planned to the Dominican Republic?
One of my big recommendations is to take travel insurance.
Especially when traveling outside of the U.S., make that investment in travel insurance. If you decide to stick to your travel plans, travel experts say be cautious.
It goes back to a safety type of situation, whether you're home or away. What do? You must see the bartender pour your drink, and you want to know and see where that drink came from. One of the things they've been talking about is the minibar, making sure that you're getting a drink out of your minibar and that it's sealed. And if you do go to some places, and some have like dispensaries of alcohol, ask for new bottles. Find out the number of the embassy of the country you're going to, or multiple countries, and or military bases.
We are happy to report that American Airlines now waiving the fees for the couple in our story, the McGees, and helping them fly to a different destination. Now, if you decide to travel overseas, there's a new program called the Safe Traveler Enrollment Program. You can receive alerts, contact information. It will track your location when you're on your trip, and if there's a problem, you'll get a text. We have much more information regarding that program on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com. A lot of people worried about this right now, and they should be. It's concerning.